Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo. Today I really don't know much what to talk about. We have 3 letters and only 2 spaces. Oh no. Oh no. I've packed my letters too much. Okay, let's see. We'll get these 2. Tia! Thanks for having me over the other day. You seem to like simple decor. Less is more, right? I hope you like this thank you gift and can use it in your house. I mean, I'll probably like it. Using it in my house, that's a complete other... It's a playroom rug. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere to use that. Ooh, Rooney's birthday is on the 1st. Okay. So I want to hang on to that letter. What was this one again? This is just cute things. What was that? Forest wall. I've got so many forest walls. You know what? I'm gonna put my leopard tank in there. There we go. What was in here? Mush chair. I have a mush chair, but I want more mush chairs. What did I put in this one? Mush end table. Eh. It's in this one. Folk shirt. I can get rid of the folk shirt. Snowy sweater I'm hanging on to, though. So that gives me another letter there for storage. We have another letter from Lobo. Don't kill shock just because you got a letter all of a sudden. I just wanted to let you know I totally appreciate the stuff you do for me. That's all. Yep. Yes. I think he was just making sure I checked my mailbox because I could see Lobo and Rooney being friends. Can I like organize these maybe? Yeah. Wait. That's Tia's birthday letter. I don't want to lose that one, so yeah, that's gotta... Okay. So what I'll do is that. Actually, what's in this one? Mush stool. There's so much mush. It's Carlos's pick in Carlos's letter. Okay. Wait, how was I... I'm confusing myself. I'm gonna hang on to this. Then what you know what? It's fine. I will figure things out later. My brain is working on like 2% power today. It's great. Yeah, I really don't know much what to talk about today. I didn't sleep the best, so I'm not completely with it. It happens, especially this time of year. So, hey, mush furniture right away. Mush dresser. I'm pretty sure I already have one of those. Pretty sure. Maybe. Now, I am unsure if I want to buy turnips this week because, like, we don't really have a need for turnips anymore, like, at all. So, I don't really know what to do on that front. Because, like, I could still buy turnips and play the turnip game and just get as many bells as possible. But, like, I don't really need the bells, so it would just be risking my bells for, like, nothing. So, I don't know. Hey, Dumpling, sending mornings just make me want to dance. How can I help you? Want to chat? You're interested in the stock market? Thinking of giving it a try? I'll be doing more research before I invest in it. Please let me know if you have any good tips. Sell before Thursday. We'll sell before the end of Thursday. That's the only real tip I've got when it comes to the stock market. Stock as in stocks, not stocks as in the things in real life. Kinda goes without saying, though. But, yeah, I haven't even really been doing much, so... Nor have I been really watching much. I've literally just been recently watching a YouTuber that does Yu-Gi-Oh! Content doing a Master Duel Masochist series, which is where I'm like, yeah, I could probably do that, but also at the same time I'm in the corner like, man, that would be such a long series unless I set an easy goal for it, in which case it feels like a bit of a cop-out. Like, because the whole idea of a Master Duel Masochist series is to get to a high rank with the Masochist rules. Joan, why did you do that? I know it's my fault for having the shovel out, but it's also her fault for being behind trees. Just want to see what you're selling them for. 93. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy this week. Alright, well, let's move this over here. I'm just casually down a flower now. But, like, the idea is to get into, like, high ranks, like Diamond or Master with the Masochist rules. But it's like, to build up a deck that could consistently get that high is probably going to take, like, months of doing that kind of series. Because, like, as much as the random janky cards can work, and if you luck out, sure, you kind of need to compete at the higher levels of Yu-Gi-Oh! You need your deck to at least have an idea. Like, it needs to do something. Like, even if that idea is... Oh, hey, 3 gold nuggets. Like, even if that idea is, like, I'm just gonna play every trap card I can, and, you know, all these trap cards that can negate things and, like, slow my opponent down, and beat them down with Jerry Beans Man. Like, even just that, like, you kind of need, well, you need enough traps. You need your Jerry Beans Man. You need ways of protecting your Jerry Beans Man, because otherwise he's probably just gonna get punched in the face a few times, you know, and so it's like, you need a coherent strategy, an idea built around your deck to make it viable. You know, I'm gonna put this away just in case I've never actually put one of those away. Now let's take these gold nuggets over to Cyrus. Cyrus the Virus. That's a reference no one's gonna get. That's fine. Ancient. Positively ancient wrestling character at this point. But, like, that's the thing, to get into the really high ranks. But maybe just to get to Diamond, not Diamond, Platinum. Like, that would be viable. Platinum is the step before Diamond, it's the step after Gold. It doesn't seem the hardest to get to. I'm just gonna sell those and these while I'm right here. Wait, do I need... how many? I think it's only 10,000 bells I need. I have a project for you. Gold nuggets. Okay, yeah, this is just 10,000 bells. There you go, my man. Who came in? Fuchsia! So many choices, it's hard to decide, girlfriend. That is fair. Except nothing in there really fits your style, so it wouldn't be all that hard to decide on nothing. But, you know. Like, I honestly don't know. Like, I could set a goal that's achievable but easy. Might sound so crazy, but there was a lab accident and a bunch of beakers blew up. There's a shovel there and a change. What would you want? Super pink. I mean, why wouldn't I want super pink? Come on now. It's super pink. But, like, it's like I could be like, oh man, get to Platinum 1. But that feels almost like a cop-out, you know? It's like, most people's goal is at least, like, Diamond. Meanwhile, I'd be like, Platinum. Just to maintain my own sanity, but, like, that does feel like a cop-out. So it's like, I don't know. Should also make sure my cursor's back where it needs to be. I'm just doing a lot of think-thunking about things. Because, like, there's so many ideas I want to do on the channel, and, like, I need to pace myself on them. Which is always a little annoying. When, like, you have a lot of ideas, but then the world's like, how about you slow down? And it's like, but I don't want to slow down. Though, I mean, there is a chance that in the near future, Alphabet/Google will be paying a lot more attention to YouTube, because it'll be a much more reliable income source for them. Because if anyone hasn't heard, because you just don't keep up with the news, and let's be honest, I could not blame you, Google is basically being told, yeah, you have to, like, get rid of Chrome. You have to sell it. Which at that point is basically a case of, like, the only other companies that could even afford to buy Chrome are in the same financial positions as Google, and basically would just be transferring the monopoly from one to another. Which, gonna be honest, I don't really understand all of the die-hard love for Chrome. Like, I want to talk web browsers here for a moment. Like, when I was younger, there was basically 3 options that you would generally see. And, like, this was, like, when I say younger, I mean, like, this was, like, 2007, 2008-ish range. Hey, Carlos, we'll talk with you first. Looking good as always. What's going on in the chat? Oh boy, rumors are scary, don't you think? Apparently Lobo and I are, well, rumors we're gonna buy a car together or something like that. Are we actually going to? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me about it. I have no further comment. Oh. Carlos, you can be more open with me, my man. I'm your friend. But, basically you would either see Internet Explorer, Firefox, or sometimes Google Chrome. But it was pretty rare, because most people were used to Internet Explorer and Firefox, and just were like, no, why would I move to Chrome? Like, it doesn't really work as well as Firefox, old reliable, and Internet Explorer, for those who used it, was like the be-all end-all anyway. So, why would they move, you know? And then just suddenly over the years, everybody just started using Chrome, and I don't really get it. I say as someone who used Chrome for a while, and I'm pretty sure I still have it installed on my computer, I just don't use it. Like, even while I was using it, there'd be quite often I was like, man, I kind of miss Firefox. Like, the only reason I can really realistically see for not using Firefox over Chrome, especially after Google's ad blocker policies, is just simply if you're on a low RAM system. Like, if your computer only has, like, 4 gigs of RAM, yeah, Firefox ain't for you. Rumor that you came from a fishing family. Such a natural fisher, I can't believe it. It needs to be raining for that, Pudge. If it starts suddenly raining at noon. I'll try. If I'm still recording then. Chris asked me to get something, and I went out and bought it. Chris asked me to keep it all hush-hush. I'm worried that if I deliver it, everyone will see. Oh man, it's a present for me, probably. But, like, even now, like, I can understand, honestly, where governments are coming from saying Google has too much power. I really can. Google can disagree all they want, but let's be real, it's Google who basically forced their way into this position with this very intention of having a monopoly on the market. Because, well, I don't have my phone handy, but if you use an Android device, well, even though Android is supposed to be basically open source and anyone can do stuff with it, it probably has the Google Play Store on it, and Google Chrome, and the default search engine is Google's, and, you know, basically everything about it is Googleified. And that was almost certainly their intention. Because by doing so, you use their products, which makes them more money, because you're using their products and thus giving ad money directly to them. And, you know, given their new ad blocker policies, you can't get around the ads. You have to experience them. Delivery. I don't know, Carlos, you tell me. Velma you wanted Velma to buy it? So you asked Velma to snag for me. This package. Actually, this is something I ordered for you. Probably I never thought Velma would be the one to hand it to you. Quite a surprise, huh? You know the whole story. It's yours to keep. Alright. I'll open it. It's a vaulting horse. I mean, how would that... I have one piece of sports equipment in the entire house. How would that match anything, Carlos? I really cannot find this fourth fossil. Jeez. Like, yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, even now, like, if you think, like, oh, I don't want to use Google Chrome, I'll use, like, Edge or Brave or Opera GX instead. They're all built on Chromium, meaning they're all effectively Google Chrome, just in different skins. If you really don't like Google Chrome, you kind of have to use... like, oh, there it is. You kind of have to use something like Firefox or Tor just to get away from Google. Like, I'm sure there's a few others, but they're very few and far between because Google has done a very good job of making sure it is the browser you're using. It is the search engine you're using. Like... And now Google is making the argument of, oh, well, they can't get rid of Google Chrome because so many people rely on Google to support Chrome, to support their online searching with Google. And it's like, yes, they do that because you forced it upon everybody. Like, online searching is called Googling. You know, that's a pretty clear sign that there's a monopoly in place. Now, partially that's because just calling it searching seems like something no one wants to do, and, you know, say calling it duck-ducking doesn't really have the same ring to it, now does it? Even ducking, like that doesn't, you know, I ducked for it. It doesn't really work. For those wondering what I'm on about, there's a search engine called DuckDuckGo. It's one I've been using for a while. I don't know if I'll keep using it. there's not really that, like, there's no search engines that work the way I want them to anymore, so it really doesn't matter what engine I'm using, they're all going to be equally frustrating for me. I just want a search engine that shows me exactly what I search for. That's all I want. I don't want none of this algorithm trying to help me, or AI assistant, or anything like that. Though, thinking of the AI assistant stuff, Gamers Nexus was basically gaslit by the Google AI assistant. And they were basically gaslit by it because they sourced themselves, like they sourced Gamers Nexus to spread misinformation when the article they were sourcing from Gamers Nexus actually had the correct information in it. Google just, their AI assistant just ignored that. And like, sure, Google would have the response of, well, we would like you to report when things like that happen so we can make our AI assistant better. It's like, okay, but that was some very basic information it messed up on. It was the release date of a CPU. Basically, what the AI assistant for Google did was it grabbed an Amazon listing that said this CPU came out in, I think it was 2020, when it really came out in 2017. And then quoted articles from multiple different sources that said it came out in 2017. But still confidently said, oh yeah, it came out in 2020. Like, that's the problem. That is a major problem. That is this AI being confident in its wrongness and throwing sources in your face. Now, the reason it throwing sources in your face is a problem is, well, let's imagine for a moment, any of you guys watching were to search when, I think it was the Ryzen 2000 series CPUs came out, so the 2700. And let's say Google told you 2020 and sourced Gamers Nexus, a source that I have told you guys multiple times is a good tech source. The one I go to. You're going to look at that and be like, oh, I guess it came out in 2020. Says Gamers Nexus says it came out then, and, you know, this person I watch says that's a good, reliable source, even though Gamers Nexus doesn't actually say that. They say the correct date. Like, that's the problem with all these AI assistants and crap. And, like, I'm not someone who's gonna sit here and be anti-AI. I'm just not gonna do it. Literally, my channel icon is AI generated. I am in the process of redesigning and redrawing it, but it's gonna take some time before my artistic skills are high enough to match what that created. Like, it's very much a thing of, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be anti-AI, but there's definitely some tasks that AI should not be given. And recalling information is one of those things. Mainly because what we call AI is a bit of a misnomer. It's not an artificial intelligence, so to speak. It's not sentient. It's a big repository of information that's basically fed millions upon millions upon billions of different instances of stuff. So let's say an AI is fed 100,000 images of different apples and just told they're all an apple. It's then given the knowledge that there are indeed different types of apples, and maybe fed a few images that are specifically, say, a Granny Smith or a Golden Delicious. That then creates the point where it knows what an apple is. It knows there's varieties of apple. But that does not guarantee that when you ask it for a Granny Smith, that it will give you a Granny Smith. There's a good chance it might just give you a cartoon apple. Because, well, you're asking for an apple. That's the type of apple. Here's an apple. And then it'll fight you, telling you that, no, that's what you asked for. You asked for an apple. Here is your apple. This is what you wanted. Because it's convinced that's what you wanted. Because that's what its programming told it, that you asking for an apple, it gave you an apple. It did its job. Why are you mad at it? You know, that's where all of these like AI hallucinations come in, and confidently being wrong is just simply because, you know, in the case of the Gamers Nexus example, the AI found a listing that said this CPU came out in 2020. That was an active market listing. And it decided to prioritize that over actual journalism and, you know, tech journalists saying when this CPU came out. It completely ignored that because there was this active market listing that said 2020. And Google's AI assistant has clearly been told, trust active market listings before all else. Which is a bit scary, if I'm honest. Because imagine the amount of misinformation that could be spread using that sort of philosophy. Like, imagine for a moment someone's going looking for, and I jump to Animal Crossing a lot because we're playing Animal Crossing. But let's imagine someone's going looking for the newest Animal Crossing game, and Google's AI assistant tells them, oh yeah, Wild World's the newest on the Nintendo DS. Came out in 2023. We all know that's wrong. But person looking for the newest Animal Crossing game who's never played one before, they're gonna go out and buy Wild World because there was a market listing that's, you know, that said, hey, this came out in 2023. And maybe the person who put up that market listing paid Google some money to have Google prioritize his market listing for their AI. Like, that's where really it gets a bit sketchy, because clearly it can prioritize things. It's not... Where it's not a proper sentient thing, it can't make decisions that it's not programmed to make. So if it's been programmed to, and I have a inflammatory fish, if it's been programmed to prioritize, say, market listings, because, well, market listings have to be right? That there creates a problem. That creates the ability for the AI to hallucinate. But if you don't give the AI something to prioritize, then bad things happen. Like, let's not forget the time that Cleverbot became a very 1940s German. I'll put it that way to not get this video demonetized at some point. You know, and that was just because Google for a while was like, alright, no filters. Cleverbot will just learn from what people tell it. And people took that and went, hey, we could break this. Like, you need those filters in place. You need it to prioritize data. But the moment people figure out what it's prioritizing, the moment they can start messing with it, and Google will probably always take money to mess with it themselves. Like, if you're going to offer Google a bunch of money, they'll do whatever you want. Also, I was going to keep recording, but my headache is getting worse. I'm still feeling a bit sick. So, on that dreary note, I think I'm going to end today. I wonder, when is the Harvest Festival? Could somebody tell me that? I really don't know. Is it next Saturday? Next Friday? I really don't know. Like, I know it's coming up soon. I don't know when it is. I know there's stuff I'm gonna need for it, other than just the mushrooms, and I'd kind of like to start preparing if I could. So, I just don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know American Thanksgiving. That's the problem. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I do thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I will see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then! And if you like this video, could you hit the like button for me? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe, ring the bell? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.